Hello there and welcome back. So in this video we are continuing exploring styles in Figma. So in the previous video we have talked about color styles, and in this video we are going to talk about the text styles. So as the name suggests, styles means that we will be able to basically use those color, text and other styles quite easily within our project, so we will be able to apply those styles just with one click. And now let me just show you how you can create your first text style. So let's create here one text with the name of, for example, a heading or a header. For example, a header, let's say, maybe. The text style will be a font Roboto, style will be medium, and the size at the moment will be 22, right? So this is our header. We can also create one more text down below. So just hold down Alt and Shift and click and drag. So we can just duplicate that text once again. There we go. Next, I'm going to create here a little bit lower font size. For example, let's write here maybe 18. Let's write here regular, for example, like that. So this can be treated, for example, as a subtitle. Next, I'm going to also copy and paste this down below. So just hold down Alt and Shift and drag and drop that down below. This one will be named body. I'm going to name this subtitle, and I'm going to name this actually the title. So the body will have a font size of a 14 or even a 12 of a regular, right? So those are three different styles that I want to have in my project, let's say. So I want to use those three different styles through our whole project design, right? So I'm going to use either this title, this subtitle, or the regular text as well. We can also make, for example, one more text with some lower font, for example, maybe 10 or even 8, and we can call this a small body, right? We can also specify the color of this small body to be some gray color, or we can specify maybe the opacity to be 50%. There you go. Okay, so now we have four different text styles, right? So let's select this first title. And here, like we did in the previous video with the fill colors, we also have this color or style picker icon with a text as well. So now let's click this button or this icon on our text category here. So as you can see at the moment, we have three different actual text styles that comes by default with our actual default library, right? However, now let's create our own local text style. So I'm going to name this a style to say a title. There you go. Now let's click create style. The next thing, let's select our subtitle. Let's also select this icon and the plus. So as you can see, now we have our first text style, which says a title, and its font size is 22. We can of course click this adjust button to actually edit that style furthermore. As you can see, we can change now all those properties as with a regular text. Now let's create here the second style. So a body, I think, no, a subtitle. So a subtitle. Click create style. Now let's select the body once again. So a body, create style, and a small body as well. So small body as well. There you go. Now that naming convention that I have talked about in the previous video also applies with the text styles as well. So let me just here, for example, deattach this actual style. So as you can see, if I click this button and then if I click here this create style, we can also use that naming convention to create some different kind of groups within our text style, right? So for example, we can create here a header or a heading, nevertheless. So for example, we can have multiple different header styles that can be put inside this one header category, right? So for example, now let's create here the header category with the name of maybe, let's say, header 1. Click create style. So let's detach that. Let's open up this style, and now you'll see that here in this header group we have one text style with the name of header 1. Now what we can do, we can, for example, click this adjust button, and we can now specify here this header name, then the slash, and we can name this, for example, header number 2. And we can specify its maybe font size to be 20. There you go, press enter. And now you will see that inside our new header group, we have two different text styles. We have a header 1 and a header 2 as well. So that's basically how it works. And the great thing about this text style is that you can now create basically any text from here. You can write anything you want. For example, enjoy development. And I can just go to this styles panel or window, and I can select each one of those styles that I want to apply to my new selected text. And if I want to change that, I can just click this little button here, and then I can select a different style. As you can see, everything here will work just fine. Now, one thing that you have noticed here is that we cannot actually use the opacity level with our text styles, right? So if you recall, this small body had 50% opacity of this black color, right? However, we cannot do that, right? So let me just here now click this delete style option for this small body text style, and here now I'm going to specify or press a 0 to actually set the opacity to 100%. And now if I try to, for example, add some color to this actual text style, then now let's try to add this actual text to our text style. So let's click plus. Let's name this body or a small body. Click create style. Let's now open up or actually detach this small body. Let's open up the text style. And now, as you can see, whenever you select that new small body, you will see that that actual color will also not be applied. So the important thing here to note is that the text styles does not support colors directly. I have talked about that in some of the previous videos as well. So if you recall, we can just modify all those text styles like the actual size, width, the font, and so on. But we cannot modify property like the color. What we can do, however, we can select that small body, and from here we can select the actual style that we want to apply to our actual text, right? So that's one of the ways. There you go. That's one of the ways we can do that, right? So we don't have to specify the actual color for our actual text style, because that's not possible. What we can do, we can just select that style, and we can apply one of those colors from our actual theme. There you go. So that's how it works. And now whenever you click escape or just press somewhere else on the canvas, you will see that now here we have text styles and the color styles as well, right? So for our text styles, now we have two different headers. We have header 1 and header 2 within this header folder, and we also have some other fonts like the subtitle, body, and the small body. Now this was just an example, and you can create a bit more complex typography style for your actual project. We are going to do that, of course, when we actually start working on our own mobile design project, so we'll see about that. Anyhow, if you have any more questions about the text styles in general, then feel free to comment down below. And for this video, that will be all.